Oh, Jesus.
It's missing.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, wizard. It definitely traveled far. It's a shooter. Goodness.
Yep. Quite the distance.
Welcome to Hoovie's Garage, the dumbest auto channel in all of YouTube, and this is my 1997 Lamborghini Diablo VT Roadster, and it is home. Imagine the joy of finally being able to drive this amazing car back to the house. Well, that joy was very short-lived. It's still broken, and we're going to go back up to the car wizard today, and in addition, reality is setting in, and I'm going to have to make a very tough choice between my three Lamborghinis. At the same time as buying this VT Roadster, I also bought a 1989 Lamborghini Countach 25th Anniversary Edition, and I had no plans of keeping both of them and my Murcielago Roadster. I couldn't afford to keep all three of them. So now today is, well, kind of decision day on that. Which one I'm going to keep, which one I'm going to sell. If I can. I still really haven't decided yet, but this one needs to go back up to the car wizards first to get fixed. So this Diablo sat at the car wizards for nearly 4 months getting repairs, but it wasn't the car wizard's fault for taking that long. It was mostly the rack, the steering rack rebuilder's fault. He just took absolutely forever to rebuild it, forever to ship it after we paid for it. Just pretty ridiculous, honestly. And then the rack shows up and it's still leaking. It's leaking from a new place because apparently they didn't put a cap on something that needs a cap. So I drove this thing down from the car wizards to the Ninjas. We put it up on the alignment rack because you have to realign things when you have the rack off, and he noticed that the steering rack was leaking everywhere, hemorrhaging everywhere. It's hemorrhaging all over my garage. But the car wizard thinks he can fix it with the right size dust cap. He can hammer it in. I really don't know. He'll tell us when we get there. Another issue this thing has is no air conditioning. I thought it was a lack of charge, so I had the Car Ninja hook it up and charge it real quick. Well, it had perfect charge. The AC compressor is not kicking on for whatever reason. He's guessing either a pressure sensor or the climate control unit itself is not sending a signal to turn on. With that, you could just rig a switch, I suppose, rather than replacing the very expensive climate control unit, but something to figure out there. So let's head up to the car wizard, and just to keep score, I spent, well, $2,000 or so on repairs with the car wizard. I spent $2,500 to repair the center console that was all sticky and falling apart. And then I spent another $2,500 on tires. So the wizard was actually the cheapest part. So that's $7,000 in repairs so far to get this Diablo to this point. And it does drive really, really well. But let's go. Wizard!
You're back.
It's still leaking.
Still leaking?
Yes, you know. It's not the wizard's fault.
No. It's never the wizard's fault.
Well, 99.99% of the time, it's not the wizard's fault.
Before, though.
You're better than condoms, wizard, on your effectiveness.
That's great to know.
Yes,
Yeah.
but this one's not your fault.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it is. From what you describe, anyway.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know, 99%.
I like it, though.
Yeah, it works good.
The car wizard is more effective than condoms. So,
Great.
I mean, that's a good way to...
Well, say, I'm bringing my car there.
Right?
Well, say it again and I'll say that.
All right, yes. Yes, the wizard is more effective than condoms, yes.
Well, that's all the reason people need to bring me their cars then.
Yeah, well, so you already formulated a game plan because the Ninjas sent you video while it was up on the alignment rack, right?
Yeah, from what he described, there's a dust cap missing. I think that I can use a freeze plug that's pretty tall. You won't be able to find that dust cap. They'll probably want to sell you an entire steering rack.
Right.
So I got a dust cap that's the same size and we can tap it into place.
So during the rebuild at some point, they took that cap off and they just never put it back on, right? Lovely. And it is...
It is dribbling.
It is, yeah. It is a pretty constant dribble.
Yeah.
Made a little mess under there. Thanks, rack people. It took forever and then... Came on, finishing touch. No cherry on top.
And thank you, rack people.
I guess we'll get it on lift and Condom Man can have at it. I like that. Might I change your name, yes?
I think I can get this covered.
Okay, yes. Covered in latex. That's the wizard delegating. Yep. He's delegated to Magic Mike here.
Yep.
Good. Oh, Jesus.
It's missing.
Oh, Lord. So that's what's gone.
That's what's gone.
It's missing a dust cap.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wizard. It's everywhere.
It is.
It's all over everything.
The condom broke.
Yes, that cap, when it's not on, it's 0% effective.
That's right.
Obviously.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's all the way. Boy, it definitely traveled far. It's a shooter. Goodness.
Yep.
Quite the distance.
Right. Well, so you ordered caps, huh?
Yes.
Where are these caps?
Over here. There's a magnum size and standard size.
Wizard, okay, enough with the puns here. So, you had Ninja measure it roughly.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's correct. If not, we can get all kinds of different sizes of these
Okay.
at the parts store.
And then they just kind of hammer in place. There's no seal.
That is the seal. They go in almost press fit. You have to tap them in.
Ah. China. Okay. All right, so now you're going to match it up to the hole.
Yeah, he may have to loosen up the rack and turn it a little bit so I can get to it, but
Yeah, well, you have
plenty of
lube to grab. Status update. Magic Mike's getting a workout. And we decided to pull out the rack, yes?
Yes. So in order to get the steering rack out, I gotta move my sway bar out of the way, and it's just a little stiff.
Ah,
So that's what I'm trying to do.
okay. I don't think that's the Lamborghini approved method of...
Probably not. But we'll get it. Almost.
It's a boy? It's a girl? No, it's a steering gearbox.
It's the steering rack. Look at that. And that's what we gotta replace.
I can see why you delegated that.
Well, not only that, is he could get it out faster. He knows everything. Yeah.
So we're gonna pop a cap in its ass here. It's gotta be the right size cap.
Yep. Let me get my calipers and do some measuring here.
Well, I'm back up here working on the Corvette. I'm working on it.
Yes.
A big help. And you know, it's a sad day when you see plastic on a Lambo, which means more waiting, yes?
More waiting.
So what happened?
Well, we shipped off that steering rack to be rebuilt in Florida by a guy who advertised he could do it same job for a better price. So I took him up on his offer. They're all over eBay. They actually rebuild or do a lot of this work, but I definitely could not recommend taking any kind of, especially an exotic car, to
So
this person.
you capped it, and then that just made the seals all blow out, right?
Well, I think the seals were blown out already.
Oh, it was just using the path of least resistance
Yes.
before, and now it was oozing out the boots again.
Yeah, so you can see, we sent that to him specifically for this reason, because the seals were leaking.
Right.
And when we took the boot off here a little bit before we removed the rack, it was the same scenario as the last video, all over my shirt.
Well,
Yes.
almost 4 months waiting for them to not even do quality work, to send it back missing a cap, and well, the original issue is still present. So,
Yes, I'm very, very disappointed.
did you email them to like get a
Yeah.
refund?
I said, hey, we need to get a refund or something, and crickets, nothing.
They haven't replied.
No.
What's the name of the place?
SSB.
SSB. Well,
On
SSB. Here's your review. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for nothing.
Yep, thanks for nothing.
So all that wait, which is frustrating, we may have lost $1,200 because they won't refund us the money. But the move now is just a new steering rack to get this car going, which was $3,000,
$3,500 with shipping and everything.
$3,500, which hurts, but it wouldn't be as bad if it showed up 3 months ago if we
3 months
originally
ago.
went that
Yeah.
route or used a quality rebuilder. So it's coming quick, right?
Yes, it'll be here in a week.
In a week. That's great. Okay. Well, that just helps with my decision because I don't want to get rid of this car, but I need to do something.
You're
Like,
right.
I'm in a bad situation and I need to do something. So I guess that leaves either the Countach or the Murcielago that needs to go, or something else. What do you think?
If I had to get rid of one of them, probably the Murcielago.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Huh, because
This one's so cool. Once we get the steering rack sorted out, it's such a cool car.
it is a cool car, but the Murcielago is way more fast and really fun, and it's not worth all that much money compared to these other two.
Yeah,
it's
you're right.
probably worth half as much.
If you're going for the biggest bang for your buck, if you want to sell something, I would sell the Countach.
You're not making this easier, Wizard.
Well,
I'm
sorry.
just going to go with the other cars and just reflect, and I'll make a decision here. But I guess Diablo stays. It's kind of forced itself to stay, I
Yeah.
guess.
It put its foot down or rack
Yeah,
down.
yeah. All right. Bye, Wizard.
Yep, see ya.
Well, the Wizard was no help, and my wife really isn't helping out much either. She doesn't want me to sell any of the cars, but knows the reality of the situation. All of my friends, I asked them which Lambo I should sell, and they give me a different answer. A lot of them say the Murcielago, but the Murcielago isn't worth all that much. I sell it, I could not replace it with another Murcielago, because the whole world knows how we fix this thing, making a little hole, and they think the car is worthless because of that. It's not. It's worth, what, $130,000 or more at least. But by far the most valuable car is this Countach. But if I sell it for the price that I've been offered by John Tamarian at Curated, he has a YouTube channel as well. He's the premier Countach Diablo seller in the world, basically, and he upped his offer from the old CarMax video back in the day. A very generous offer, and I can't do it. It would mean selling this one car would result in me making more money on one car deal than I ever made in an entire year back when I had my car dealership. One car deal versus a whole year's worth of income before all the YouTube madness. It's just absolutely insane, and it's the logical thing to do, but if you ask the old Hoovy what he would do, well, he wouldn't do it. Really, though, there is no old Hoovy. The new Hoovy that was going to be more responsible, hell, he died a quick death, and we're going to go do the right thing now. I think I've made a decision. Well, I built this channel with crippling debt, and we are going to continue this channel with crippling debt. Credit Union of America.
To sign my life away? Yes, this is the right decision, for sure. Chandre's been through a lot of these bad decisions and made them possible, so we'll just continue making them. And thank you for watching.